All right, let me go ahead and get the clip from out the way, dude. I just like to fight, bro. My charges racked up from looting, robbing, murdering, killing, raiding, rioting, stealing. Come on, bro. So fun. Griefing, destruction of property, mass casualties. I loved it all, bro. Honestly, I probably alright.
Bruh. I really read the script for that, but okay. Hi, welcome to the Modcast, the CivLabs Podcast, talking to members of the server trying to uncover what had happened from the perspective of the players. This is the second part of Trial 8, or the third world, this time with the perspective of the raiders who took over everything. And just for clarity, this is not a video promoting raiding at all. This video is trying to highlight what had happened in the world, how the raiders got so powerful, why they do what they do, and just what can be done in the future to prevent this. I mean, this is an interesting story nonetheless, but just an introspective, just in hindsight, what could have happened. But yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. I do need to get paid eventually, so that'll be nice. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hi guys, welcome to the Modcast. Woo! Yeah.
Well, I'm in the window, guys.
You don't know how much I want to remove him from the group, but I'm gonna keep moving.
Not a single.
It's always an option. You really can.
I could. Okay.
Guys.
It's. Anyways, I brought together the raiders from Trial 8 because I wanted to see the perspectives of why they do what they do. So, can you guys introduce yourselves real quick? I guess start from. I guess you can introduce yourself first since you're like
at the top. Hey, it's me, Sleepy Eclipse. I got my V2 model on to look sleepy, just to fit the theme. I'm the one who formed the terrorist organization group, like session 1. But yeah, that's it.
Alright, perfect. I guess we can go, like, if you guys watching my screen share, you go like left to right. So XCM, you can go next.
Alright, I was named Listen Glow. I joined Sleepy in session 1. I was the 3rd member. I kind of betrayed him a couple sessions later. I worked as a double agent against him. Eventually I became the general of Halter, and I betrayed Halter and joined up with Hazy and raided Halter.
Which I feel like we're forgetting is also my group, so he rejoined the terrorist organization.
Never trust a terrorist, that's why I've learned so far today. Okay, next up.
My name was Silken Tangle. I was one of the leaders from Kelp City, and around session 3, I believe, I joined Aiden, planning to do terrorist activities, and I guess by default, since he joined Sleepy, I also joined Sleepy. Around, I don't know which session. It just kind of happened.
Okay, fair enough.
He joined pretty early.
I mean, fair enough, honestly.
Alright, guys. I was Radiant Dim. I was kind of just like a bum. Like, I ran the light, but then I capitalized on like a certain like opportunity, I guess you could say. But we'll get more into that later.
Yeah, we have time for that. All right, and finally up last.
I'm Hazy Flash. I'm a chill guy. I bombed the UN meeting and killed like 15 people, and then I went on to like amass allies and basically just raid and destroy the entire world. So yeah.
Again, this is a great group to have on a Modcast here. So that's all I'm saying. But it's nice to have you guys all here. Again, I wanted to see like why you guys did what you guys did and like why. I mean, you guys, you have like a group name.
Hazy? Yeah, Crimson Crusade.
Crimson Shroud.
Oh, yeah, the Crimson.
Or the Raiders. A lot of people just called us the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders is that, man.
The Crimson Shroud just makes it seem like we're trying so hard. It just makes it sound like we're trying so hard.
Dude, the story of Crimson Shroud, bro, it was me, Sleepy, and Glistening on like a rock, and we were like, we need a name.
You know,
and
that's the
like,
problem.
What about the
Shroud?
What about the Crimson? And I was like, guys, what if we're the Crimson Shroud?
Yeah, I wanted like.
Bro, I was Loki not even there.
Were you not?
No.
There was some
Radiant wasn't.
Radiant
was a remember. I don't. But the problem is, I don't have any screenshots of us on that rock, low key. So it's like,
okay.
fuck, our history. It's like, dude, that rock could only be like to those who know, bro. The rest of it is just like
those who know.
It was supposed to be our meetup spot, and we never used it once.
Oh yeah, because we always find each other. We had like a fucking spot out in the open. But yeah.
I was gonna say I never heard anyone call you guys Crimson ever. I've heard a lot of different things, none of them nice, but Crimson was
Ah.
never like on
Oh
the
man.
list.
I
Did you
doubt it
think you
would have been.
guys? Did you have a leader?
It wasn't really a
Um,
leader.
I
It
would
was
say.
more of like we would come to like a decision. We didn't during on that rock meeting. We were like, who should lead this? And we were just like, it doesn't matter. We didn't need it. It was like we kind
yeah,
of ran like the
we didn't have
autocracy.
like
I was
an
like the head
elected
of it and
leader.
took like the blame, but we didn't have like an exact leader.
It was more like we all sort of wanted the same things. I would say I was the leader of the raids that like we did that killed everybody, but like we didn't have like a leader that was in charge of people or had authority over anyone. Like it was just we did what we wanted and we wanted the same things and worked together to like achieve that.
Yeah, I
Though
agree.
some
I
people
wasn't.
in the group, especially the new people, kind of
Yeah,
just listened like dogs to everything.
usually it was like I was like the head of everything, like the forefront. So like usually if people needed like a scapegoat too, especially if they were gonna like get prosecuted, they could just blame it on me. Which I didn't care. I was getting attention at the end of the day. So with all that, it wasn't really a leader situation. It was more of just what we would say, hey, I want to do this, and then you guys want to join or not, and no one really we never had like any disagreements or anything like that. We would just like warn people or like let them know like ahead of time.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like an interesting way to organize things.
I mean, we were very organized. I mean, we took over the world.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about you guys' group. Mostly not great things, but you guys are here to just.
What? Oh, we're the nicest
We're
people
really
ever.
cool people. I don't know what you're hearing, but
We would never hurt a fly. Why
Yeah,
would
dude,
anyone
I let some
think about
hostages
us?
go, bro. I had some hostages, let them go, bro. Like, I'm such a nice
Okay,
dude.
you're not helping like this.
Bro, I told them to.
still
I let
mad
them go with
about
their
that, by
life.
the
Okay,
way.
that was a very nice thing I did. I could have killed them, but I was like, hey, you know what? Go. I mean, to be fair, I also let them go to like spread my name out there. But I let them go freely for a price.
For
I
a
thought you
price,
undercut all of your nice actions by saying for a price, but
yeah.
I'm just gonna ignore that fact.
I mean, Dodgers get paid too, right?
Shit.
If we go to the events, why the first thing that sort of happened was like attacking Atlantis. So why did that happen? Why did you attack Atlantis? And what led you to do it?
Honestly, I just wanted to put my name out there. I was like, dude, I realized that I wasn't threatening. I had to like get on the map somehow. So it was like Atlantis. There was Sparks and Golden Rush who wanted to like kind of visit and like take us there, since Sparks had kind of knew where a lot of places were. So he took me and Hazy there after we got geared up. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. I was like, yo, Hazy, what you think? And he was like, fuck it, let's do it. And then I mostly killed and like pillaged and burned some of their shit down. Because Hazy just wanted to like kill two people and he like left to kind of like keep his innocence. So I really just raided Atlantis just cause, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I had to get my name on the map. I had to be put out there.
Yeah, I remember at the very like start of the server, I was like maybe the first person in iron armor. Like I had rushed it and like found the blacksmith, and then I wanted to do like terrorism from day one. And then Sleepy comes in with glistening and it's like, we want to be mercenaries. So then I'm like, oh, these guys are perfect. I'm gonna go talk to these guys, get them geared up and go raid people. And then me and Sleepy went to Atlantis and destroyed it.
And that's where it all
Yeah.
started.
Fun day.
I mean, yeah, that was my first question actually. I was just like, yeah, how did like your group come to be? Like, how do you guys like organize yourselves to start raiding places?
Well, from the start, I had kind of I was in this civ called Cliffside, which fucking got destroyed like a couple, like literally fucking hours, a few hours after, because I didn't change my skin in time, and I was like, fuck. So I rejoined. The fucking people were all moved to like Holters, and I don't remember what the other civ was called, but it was like next to side of Holters. It was in Atlantis. So from Glow and Lilith, I had decided they kind of just teamed up with me. I was like, hey, do you guys, what are your thoughts on like causing some trouble? Because I noticed they seem to be a little off from everyone else, So I was like, what do you guys think on like we started this like organization group, and they were down, so then it started from there. Then I had Memory too, who isn't here, but Memory was also a member who joined me. So it kind of me just finding people along the way, and like Hazy said, he came up to us, and then throughout that, we had a semi-small group. We would grow a little bit, but then we mostly grew from Silken's people, just from Silken and Snorlax.
Yeah, there was so the start of the server, there was sort of like Sleepy's like gang and stuff, which definitely was a like part of the raiding group. But what happened? So after the like UN bombing that killed like a bunch of people, I just like started going around raiding places, and then I ended up like meeting up with like the various allies and friends I had made throughout the server, and like most of the evil people wanted to like help me raid, so we all just sort of like ended up congregating. Like I remember Radiant Dim was like the first person I remember finding, and he was like a level 5 guardsman and was like down to raid people, so that was huge. Like as soon as he started working with me, it was like game over basically because
Yeah,
it's 2
bro.
level 5 guards.
I remember, like, from my point of view, I thought you were just like a lone wolf, right? Like, from my point of view, I could either like join you or I could like try and fight you. And for like a second, I was gonna like start like trying to piece you up, you know. But then, after thinking about it, I mean, you guys can think about what you would have done in my like in my position, but yeah, I ended up just trying to side with you because I thought like a duo would be kind of sick, and then I just realized you had like a whole gang of goons, right? I was not that like I was not the guy I thought I was.
Yeah. Well, the
But
thing
yeah,
is, like, when you found me, I did have no allies. Like, I knew Sleepy and Silken would side with me because, like, we were tight from like day one.
yeah,
But
Dude,
I
I got
hadn't
it.
found them, and
Yeah.
I didn't communicate the bombing because I didn't want anybody to leak it. So, like,
Yeah,
I really
matter of
was
fact, he
alone when you
killed me in the
found me.
bombing actually,
I did,
because
yeah.
I
You
was
had
like,
no
I didn't
levels,
really know
bro. It
about
didn't
it.
matter.
But like, once I found that it was Hazy, I was like, oh, it's one of my members doing something. So I was like, let me go find Hazy. Because I'm not gonna lie, the bonding idea was very fucking insane, dude. I know some people who are definitely gonna like learn from it and definitely take the idea over. Because there's this one person who was like, if they were there, they were still gonna search everyone, which I kind of agree with, patting down everyone. And surprisingly enough, Hazy just had the bomb like his first slot. He didn't do what like some other guy did. I don't want to spoil, but like some other guy had a bombing too.
So many bombings.
Only two, sadly.
You know, I just had the
Actually, no,
respawn
there
anchor
was
in
a
the
few from
hot
me, but I
bar.
never got
If
like
anyone
like
had
mass
checked me, it
casualties
would
and
have been
shit.
cooked.
Yeah, I only did like destruction bombings. I didn't really like go for mass casualties.
I mean, it seems like yeah. Everyone had like a different philosophy on like what they wanted to do, but they kind of just had like you guys had like a kind of shared goal of destruction. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
guessing at
wanted
least.
attention the same.
So did Silken? So after Atlantis, there was a Sleepy. Did you go to Kelp City and meet Silken there? Or
Yeah,
is it like
around after the
Kind of.
Atlantis thing is when I started
Yeah, because
working with
I had
Soken.
to get like some place to live. I was like, dude, I was on the hot. There, yo, and then this hold on. I know you. I hope you watching this. Yo, there was some like bitch ass Power Ranger skin. Yo, fuck you, because he kept on fucking spawn killing me and shit. I would like try to leave. I would willingly fucking leave, and he kept fucking killing me. I was like, yo,
Sounds
I'm
like a
gonna
skill
keep spawning
issue.
back because this was like there was a bug where like two people or a few could share a bed. So I had my bed set to the civ that was next to Halter's, and all the people weren't on, so they couldn't destroy the beds. Because then this random member would have no bed and not know. So then it was like, dude, he kept fucking killing me. And I was like, yo, I will leave if I could get a fucking bed. He fucking killed me when I got my bed. Then I tried going back. I had someone deliver me a bed because I had to like sneak off somewhere. I was like, you fucking bastard. I really hope you fucking watch this podcast, nigga, and I hope you know you're fucking lame as hell.
Yo,
Okay.
let's it's just a server. Let's take it down a
Soken, you
notch,
should
bro.
talk about the
Sorry,
Kelp City
I got a
stuff.
little too like out of myself, bro.
I mean, Kelp City didn't really last for that long. I think it lasted for max like 5 sessions. Because the first session was hell. Like we kept dying. We had to build like a random sky base. Then we found an island, and then we got split to two because half of us wanted to go to the island, and then the other half just wanted to build. Do y'all?
Yeah.
I mean, do y'all know
Sugar nuts?
what Friendship
Nuts.
Island is? They basically try to
Oh.
do what Friendship Island is. Yeah, sugar nuts. I mean, I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
then,
only
then,
Hazy would know what Friendship Island is.
yeah, because I remember,
But
dude, I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad because Kelp City got like hella iron and resources from my one of my spies stealing from Holters. From my knowledge, I heard that we had like 10 stacks of iron, which we had took from Holters and made them broke.
Oh
'Cause
yeah, we just
we took
kept
Yeah.
sending some
sugarcane.
hobo in to rob their chests, and we got like stacks
Yeah,
of
it
iron and
was
sugarcane and
so
food. It was so
funny.
funny.
dude, he had like
Damn.
Oh, and by
he
the
had
way,
sugarcane, all that.
I had it stashed, and most of it was still there by time we ended. Like most of the sugarcane and most of the shit was still there.
Oh, that's fucking
people
hilarious.
never
I remember the
found it,
first stash I had. I think the
surprisingly.
No,
first stash I
actually,
discovered
here,
they
me
put
and one
people.
other guy that Sleepy had recruited. Right, we go over and like spy on Sleepy, and obviously like report back to Aether. But like every single time we take like maybe like 4 or 5 stacks of sugarcane. Like, all right, we didn't find the iron, but here. So there's like a constant rotation, like sugarcane flowing back and forth from Halter to Sugar Nut or Kelp
Oh,
City.
that's really
Man,
funny.
what a
Yeah.
great economy.
Yeah, no,
The
most of the
GDP is
sugarcane
through
that
the
we stole,
roof.
most of the sugarcane that we stole, we just sold it right back for gear because Kelp City was hella poor
Yeah,
because
I'm not gonna
our
lie. I
miners
traded
kept
some of that
dying.
iron away to other nations to get gear and stuff. That's why, bro. Every time they saw me, they were like, "How am I always fucking geared up?"
Just the way it works, I guess. Some people just really good at the game or stealing. One of those two options.
You know, it sucks. I don't remember who it was. I might have to look at like a recording. I really hope I
It
find
was
them.
like
And, like,
a
Master Thief.
it was like a modified Steve skin. Like
I
it had
know.
like
I
a
really hope I
str-
find him in like one of my like recordings. He was a fucking awesome dude.
Oh, it was Misty something. It's the guy who built the upside down pyramid and the bridges
Misty
everywhere. It's the
Sunbeam
same
might be-
hobo who took
Seriously,
stuff
he
from
made that?
Halter. Yeah, he made that. He
Hold on, I
just
wonder if I can
started
find him in
doing
the Discord later.
random
I'm gonna add him on
stuff.
stream
I
real
don't
quick.
know. He was a cool
Okay.
guy.
Okay, I guess we'll like while you guys are looking into that, I guess. I wanted to kind of ask, like, what when do you guys want to attack people? Like, what do you guys go into the event wanting to attack people, like raid or stuff like that?
Yes.
Was that kind of just like a thing that
Me,
came afterwards?
I was
Me
planning on doing
personally-
it before it even started. Like, I was thinking
Yeah.
of ways to do it efficiently.
Yeah, no, me personally, I just wanted to incite a giant war. That's what I went. Session 1, I went in thinking, I want to cause a giant war and just cause a ton of violence. So I mean, that's what I spent most of my time doing, spreading lies about Halter and just getting people angry.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it was less of a
Look.
war, more of a massacre, but I still mostly got what I wanted in the end.
I mean,
Anyone else got something to say, or am I good to go now?
Yeah, it was definitely a hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby scenario, but it was still fun.
All right, fuck it. Okay, so crazy. You've seen me before in the podcast. You know, I was like a leader of a nation, and you've heard me from the Q&A that like I've always wanted to like have some like chaos and evil. So I low key like went into this on some like I was on some demon time shit, bro. I wanted to kill people. I hope you're zoomed into my VTuber model, bro. I really just wanted to be evil. Like from the immediate start, I was like, I didn't want to be a dickhead because I knew at the end of the day, I needed friends. I needed allies. I couldn't do this alone. But it was like, I gotta be evil, you know, and making a name for myself, whether it was good or bad, it was like the fun part. I just wanted to like be known and the attention that came with it.
just the notoriety of being evil. It's give you popularity
Yeah,
points.
Dude, I hope you know how happy I was when I found that I was on a KOS list. And then I like got publicized. I had a warrant. I had like a warrant out for my arrest, all that. Like, the rush I had was so awesome. Dude.
That is like a little psychotic, but that's a just a little psychotic.
Come on, bro. You gotta admit, you wouldn't you love knowing that people are after you?
Personally, not really, but I guess you do you. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not here to oppose that.
It's thrilling, dude. When you know everyone's trying to kill you, it's like you get like a rush of adrenaline,
Yeah,
bro.
but
It's
they
so
all
good.
wanted a piece of me, bro.
Okay, I guess this is like I didn't have this written down, but I was curious. Like, do you guys have like a big PvP background? Like,
I do. I don't know about everyone else.
I don't.
Well, I mean, I've only had a PC for about a year, and I've only been doing PvP for about the last couple of months. So
I wouldn't say I'm the best at PvP, honestly. Too Hazy's probably way better than me, but like I definitely like PvP. That's why I was like, I gotta be evil. I had like I'm more like a bow and arrow kind of person because if you saw during one of my raids, I was using like a bow and arrow to kill a lot of people, but I'm not the best at PvP.
nah, I'm better at getting other people to do stuff for me, so I don't actually have to do the fighting.
Yeah, before CivLabs, I was playing on like a cutthroat like PvP Minecraft SMP, so like it was like really sweaty. That's the background I come from. Like to
Bro,
me, it's like
Hazy,
a
we could run
no-brainer
ones,
that you
bro.
attack people. Oh, we could run the ones. I'd be down.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it.
Let's do it.
I
Let's
play a
do it.
bit. I don't know if I'll be as good as you, but that'd be kind of sick.
Oh, that'd be fun. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, my background is I'm I'm a Bedrock player for the Xbox. That's my background, pretty much.
Fair, man.
Dang.
I feel for
I've
you.
only recently been playing Java.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I was just curious about because like it seems like you guys wanted to like start wars and not much of attacking. And I felt like that was kind of like a PvP battle kind of person.
Oh yeah, no, I love PvP in combat. I wanted wars. Just for fucking dude. Moment I spawned in, I was like, I just started seeing like the small thing that takes me off, and I was like, this world is too peaceful. There has to be chaos, you know? Because I'm taking my experience from my other event, and I was just like, damn, we only had one terrorist, and I was like, I gotta go into this more like evilish idea, you know?
Yeah, I can. It makes enough sense, honestly. It makes enough sense. But I guess
How did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, how did you choose which, I guess, settlements to raid or attack? What I guess once you got to a bit when you had blown up the UN, I suppose.
It was
Oh,
kind of
so-
spontaneous, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was pretty spontaneous. So I wanted to take down Halter the most because they were the
Same.
most dangerous, and I had like closer allies in Nullite, so I didn't want to attack them with like risk of angering people that like I couldn't
Yeah.
use later. So
Honestly, I liked the second culture the most just because I was like, dude, they were my op from day one. I don't think a lot of people know this, but I got hired as a mercenary, and then they switched up on me. So it was like I gotta take him out, and I was like, mark my words, I will come back. And I was just like, I gotta take him out. After that, we just
Yeah.
started raiding everything. We was like, let's go conquer the world. And then there was like a failed like Ender portal trap that failed, and we all fucking killed them and stuff. So yeah.
yeah, so
Uh,
after the
No.
bombing, I knew I needed to push the advantage because I'd just like taken out so many like important people. So I immediately like basically went to Halter, started killing people there, and then once like everyone figured out I was at Halter, like killing people, I left to raid Sugar Nuts because they were like the weakest and I could do it solo. And then from there it was just like basic deduction of like what makes the most sense to raid. Like you can figure it out pretty easily, like what's most optimal.
if you want, I can send a screenshot of our raids.
I mean, yeah, you can set them in the chat. I'll show them on the screen eventually.
No,
Okay,
but
I'll send my
first,
VCR off
I-
then.
I feel like honestly the most difficult place we did have a time raiding was probably City of Angels. Not because they had put up a good fight, but just because it was just a pain in the ass to get up there. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone
City
else
of
Yeah,
was
Angels
bro.
had the most
easy.
survivors for sure because they
A
just
height
had better
limit as well.
defense.
Like they had happy gas. So as soon as they saw us coming, they just hopped in and flew away.
how did you
They
get them?
definitely. Well, we sent two guys up there. One of them, the first guy, took too long, which turned out because he was a traitor. And the second guy we sent up there, which turned out not to be a traitor, and he just let down a bunch of water. And the second
Yeah.
time we went up there, because we heard that they went back, we just pillared up.
Oh, get this. Oh wait, that's the rock right there. That's not the rock, but that's like one of our meeting spots.
Oh, it's
So
a rock.
during yeah, it's not the rock, but it's an important rock to us. It's just not the rock where I did decisions.
It's
really
my rock. My
It's
rock.
his rock. I'm gonna send bro. You know what's funny? During one of our raids, we raided this like food pantry that had like a bunch of blessed food. Sky City. Their fucking leader was like right above us, just watching.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't think I
Like,
took a
we were,
screenshot of it. I
we
might
were
be able
in
to
a
find. I
Discord
might be
call
able to
with
find
her.
it.
We were in a Discord
I'll-
call with her, and she was going through her whatever it's called
Their
replay,
like footage,
and
yeah.
she showed us a clip of us raiding their food pantry, getting all their blessed food. She tilts her camera up, and she's watching us raid her shit. It's so
I think I might
funny.
be able to
If we
find
had
it.
just looked up, if one of us had looked up, we could have killed her.
Was this the
Yeah.
first
Wait.
or second raid?
This
What raid?
was one of the
It was
last
during like
ones
the
with
all-out
City of
raid.
Angels.
So second.
This was post
Oh!
Halter. It was the first
Hold
thing
on.
we hit
This is
after
one of our
Halter, I
favorite
think.
clips. Everyone in the crim can all agree that this is our favorite clip right here. I sent it in the
Oh
chat.
yeah,
That is
that
like
guy's classic.
that is our favorite clip to all of us.
But yeah, we got in City of Angels because we had
Oh,
a
yeah.
wall there who had set their spawn point at the top. So they just like we killed them and they respawned at the top and let water down.
Yeah.
And then we had sent a guy up there who was a mole, so he didn't really help us, but he was forced to like help get the water down
There's this
because he didn't want to be suspicious.
There's us raiding
Yeah,
the food
I like
pantry,
that.
and they were fucking like right above us, and I was just like, we all like missed over it. which is fucking
There's like 5 of us
hilarious.
in this one room, and we can't get one.
I know,
person.
dude. You know what's funny? Imagine she bombed us. Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
no,
send
bro.
these 2 screenshots near our ending of the modcast because this ties into all to like our ending.
But the picture of us on the rock, I still can't get over how me, Radiant, and Hazy are all kitted out in full diamond, and Sleepy has like a few pieces of iron armor and not even a chest plate.
It was around the time
It's
when I went to
pretty
go turn myself. It
telling.
was around the time I went to go turn myself in, and I was just like, I gotta turn myself in.
Well,
Also,
that
I've been meaning to ask, use no. In most of these screenshots, why are people's heads big?
The talking head mod. I looked
yes, mod.
What?
Honestly, I kind of like it. It's never bothered me, so I was like, why not? It also helps me to figure out who the fuck is speaking when there's like so many goddamn people.
Well, yeah, because people's heads are big as hell.
But then I found out that it might have been banned or something. I don't know. I've had
I
it on
feel
since
like
like fucking first event I joined.
Okay. Well, I guess just so we get like a kind of like a timeline of events. Like how many guys like raids do you guys do before like the last raid that killed everyone in your eyes? Like how many raids do you end up doing?
Are you counting like raids on different civs or raids on the same civ? Because we did go back and hit some civs like multiple times. So like in
Yeah, there was
total
a
or
point where we
different
were
civs?
just patrolling all the civs to kill anybody who was like a straggler.
I gotta see I really gotta see if I can look through my footage to find that
So
rock.
at a certain point, the game state was where like we were the dominant power and everyone had to hide from us instead of the
Yeah.
reverse. Where like it was sort of a perpetual raid on the world and everyone was hiding.
Yeah, I was mainly just stealing. Like, even before all this, I was mainly just stealing stuff or like killing people because I had to like keep my name out there. And I was like, dude, I really like turned myself in, and I was like, I had an escape plan too, but then I fucking died for some reason.
Dude, we stole so much. Like by the end of it, I still had like 3 stacks of blessed food in my inventory.
I'm not gonna lie, that fucking portal trap definitely lowered a lot of our food, like blessed food.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you mean by portal
they
trap?
didn't.
So can you explain that a little bit? Just
So during I guess it was the last raid, right? That was the last civ, correct?
Yeah, that was the last raid.
Session, I think 14 it was.
Back when they
Right?
allowed
We
metagaming,
found
yeah.
out that there was a civ that was like housing refugees, right? And so this one dude, if I'm correct, his name is Cinder, right? Let
Faithful
us.
Cinder, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, because I remember him because he's actually one of my hostages that I had let free one time. So he had like led us to the He was like he told us where to go because we knew it was like in the Nether because we had found Holter's like Nether portal that was at the top of the roof, and there's other portals that were all like connected to it. And after this TV guy was full of shit, we then went to the portal again and we found Cinder, who then we led to he led us to the spot because we had noticed there were some other people going to the portal that weren't a part of him or us, and there was someone riding a camel I saw. So when we put all that together, we knew there was like definitely somewhere nearby. And then he took us in the portal, right? Took us to the place, went in, and then came out to obviously show us that it was safe because we knew that like most of the portals were probably gonna be trapped. So then we go into the portal and we just get blasted by lava, right? But the thing is, it was like an obsidian box. I mean, it was like a cobblestone box. So we kind of just broke the cobblestone and we had a lot of blessed food. So after doing that, we kind of just escaped and we started just killing like all the refugees.
okay.
Guys, I got like 2 stacks of diamonds from that, by the way.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, they were very kitted out. There was just like a lot of them weren't like available or like also kind of quit-ish.
I mean,
It was
But
so
yeah, to
fun
answer your
watching.
question, I think it was about like 5-ish raids, but it's sort of hard to tell because there was times where we killed people and it was like barely even a raid. Like,
Yeah, it was just pitiful.
but I don't think none of the raids ever had like any real casualties. Like maybe 1 or 2 people died at most ever. So
Here's a
it was pretty
screenshot of
one-sided.
the refugee spot. It's like the only one that I can really find. I don't think I took a screenshot.
yeah, I can show them a bit later on. That's when they kind of get free.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, our ending to this all is so fun.
Okay, that's what you're saying?
No, I was saying it was called South Star, I believe, the refugee place.
South Star, okay.
Oh,
It was called South
here's the
Star
video of
and
Hazy's bombing.
I didn't
Netport.
even
It
know
had
that.
2 names.
Okay, when you show everything, there's a video of Hazy's bombing.
Yeah, I
Oh yeah, this is
some
iconic.
more of it. I saw the videos at the end just to like keep things moving, but this is interesting, honestly. I mean, do you think the civs could have done anything differently to kind of help? Like,
Yes.
100%, yeah. They were
100%.
really
Dude,
dumb with how they handled
If the
things.
leaders just listened to the people, because I was talking to this one guy that wasn't part of our group, he said he was warning the leader of Holter an entire session before we came there and raided them that raiders were coming, they needed to prepare, and the leader of Holter brushed him off,
Yeah.
and then they got
a lot
raided,
of
and everyone
the thing
died.
was
If they
with
just listened
Aether.
more, we would have lost probably.
Aether didn't like LARP. They had other people who I feel like weren't in the right roles. Aether not liking LARP, I feel like he shouldn't have been like full leader because I had literally turned myself in and I had made like one mean comment at him and he just fucking killed me. I mean, I was gonna escape anyways, but like him killing me was so like over needed, you know? Because then I was like, what was that stop? And then like from that and on, Halters was like in this like steady decline of like being trashy, then doing good, then being back to trashy until it got like so bad. Because they, in my opinion, Halters is very corrupt, and that's also another reason why I really wanted to raid them was because I was like having memories of me being a leader, and I was like, dude, this corruption shit is fucking crazy. And I was like, I gotta take them out now. It's like a perfect time. I get revenge on everyone.
Halter was not corrupt. What are you on about?
Halters,
Yeah,
in my
Halter
opinion, was
wasn't
very
corrupt.
Bro, they were like forcing it. They would
Yo.
see. I know it was on a KOS list, but they were like enforcing it. Like Kelp City got
Dude,
destroyed because
Yeah, of
I
course
was
they were corrupt
enforcing
for
it. What are you
enforcing
talking about?
KOS
You were
lists.
evil,
No,
dude.
no.
Of course they
were
killed you.
they
It
were
makes
forcing people to
sense.
kill. No.
You were a fucking
They were
terrorist, bro. Of
forcing
course
people
they
to kill
killed
me.
you.
Kelp City got
They
destroyed.
didn't kill me. I was too chill. I was on KOS. They didn't kill me.
Ground.
Skill as shit.
Holter burned my civ to the ground.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, you guys
I'm on,
deserve.
like, another
Yeah, yo,
property.
you literally admitted to stealing all our iron and like 30 stacks of sugarcane.
That
Oh,
was
but
me.
they
That
burned
wasn't
down our
Kelp
civ.
City,
You
that was
I do
fucking
gotta
deserved
admit,
it.
Kelp City
Here,
did use
you
some
had
of it, I
like.
believe.
Listen, you guys had like a
They-
level 2 craftsman. All you could make was stone tools, but every single one of you is like fitted out in full iron. Wait,
Well,
like
to be
you also
fair,
didn't
I was
even have like
also,
a
to be
miner.
fair,
You had like
I
a
was
level
getting
1 or level
supplies.
2
I was
miner.
getting supplies from no.
Oh, funny story.
Exactly.
We got
I
Halter
would
to
literally
craft our
give up your
armor
guys'
for us. We
supplies
sent
and
a
make armor
guy
for
in
everyone.
with your guys' iron and got him to craft
No.
armor.
They
Okay,
took it out on my people instead of the leader. They're bums.
yeah, that's another question I
That
had.
is
Like,
true. Most of
fucking
Kelp City
deserve-
was innocent.
yeah, I was gonna say,
All
like,
of Kelp City
how do you
was
guys get
innocent
your
except for
like gear?
me.
I'm guessing, because like, yeah, I was gonna say, because like, I get like blessed for getting food and stuff from other nations, but like, getting armor and stuff must have been a lot harder. If
For me, I'm not gonna lie, I was either A, stealing it, killing people for it, or I just was like having people make it for me. The people in
I
No
Sleepy
Life
was
get,
the
like,
only one who
40
wasn't really in a nation. The rest of us were like helping civs and like getting resources from that. Like me and Radiant Dim were no light guardsmen in like full diamond and like used their facilities and stuff. And then
Yeah,
like
big shout out to Misty for the supplies, dude, because he was like the one thief that was like really going in and grabbing all that shit and then coming out.
interesting. So you guys
Other
like,
than like early
yeah,
sessions, I was pretty
sessions.
deep into most civs, and I got most of my shit. Like I had like Prot 3 diamond armor, and I got all of that from the City of Angels. And my diamond armor came from No Light. And actually, my sword enchant, no, my axe enchant. I had an enchanted axe with efficiency, and I actually got that from Holter, I believe, one of their enchanters.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I mean
fucking
people
Halter.
underestimate the ability to just walk in a place and ask for stuff and like get people to help you. Like it works every time, bro.
Here, in Halter,
Like,
I
other
could
than-
barely get any diamonds. They were giving out diamond chest plates to builders and miners. Like, come on.
Bro.
Like, I'm a
Other than the
guardsman.
other
Holy
civs,
I'm
loot
trying to get
llama.
some diamonds. Nah, give it to a builder. Give it to a larper. Come on.
other than the other civs, I just walked into Halter, asked some random guy, "Hey, where's your enchanter at?" I went over and said, "Hey, can you enchant this for me?" And they did. I didn't even have to like give them anything. They just said, "Oh yeah, here, give it to me." And I left in like 2 minutes with an enchanted axe.
Okay, interesting. Because I'm curious to see like how like civs could have done stuff to prevent this. It seems like people were just kind of too nice to everyone, and it kind of
That's what
backfired
I was
on them.
saying, bro. I gotta show them
Well,
what you gotta be mean.
I think the
At
biggest
this
issue
point-
is that everyone knew where every civ was, and they were all so connected where as soon as there was a group strong enough to kill every civ, it was just game over. But if they
Well,
were
the
like
thing
split up and
was,
hidden,
it was
we
like
wouldn't have
it
been
was
able
like
to do
building
it.
tension. In my opinion, I feel like if we didn't do something, someone else would. And obviously, all of us had our goals. And see, the thing was, a lot of the other civs were just too fucking scared, dude. Like, I gotta admit, City of Angels was definitely very cool, but like them being on in the sky and being so like to themselves kind of put them at like a disadvantage because it's been like I've been a part of I like this like study thing kind of where it's like being alone versus being in a group, and the leader of that cell was testing out like the being alone kind of thing where they would still have like connections. But then I'm finally go look around and I see people talking about something they want to be by themselves completely. Because I remember in event 2, it was very possible to like go play solo. So then seeing the change on how you were like you were forced to be with people, people were just like grouping up, but they wouldn't like worry about like other things. Cause say, you know how hard it is. Like the mobs can break through blocks. One person wanted to live in like a fucking underground cave, and everyone was so against it. And then you see like the real thing behind it. It was like us like attacking. In my opinion, also shows why you gotta have some force to it to like your nation. You know, you can't be docile. You can't be super nice. That's like the whole reason why I wanted to be evil. I really wanted to like change the whole like CivLabs scope. That's also why I rage baited a lot of people. I made some like person talk about that. Like,
I mean, the main reason a lot of civs and a lot of civ people were nice to me is because I painted myself as like a victim straggler, and everyone
were
like took
scared of
either
me.
pity on me or they liked me because they thought I was a nice person.
Dude,
I painted
people
myself
were-
as like I'm anti-terrorist, and
bro, some people
I
were
was
just
being
full on scared of me.
trained.
They'd be like, "Oh my god, Sleepy's here, Sleepy's here," and they would like give me free stuff because it was like, would you rather him come here with like his little terrorist buddies, or would you rather just have him give him some stuff and have him leave? You know.
I mean, it will.
But see, the thing was, I was
To
also
answer
nice
your
to people. Like I was
question of
genuinely
how
nice
the
to a lot of
civs
people.
could have like stopped this, they literally just needed more guardsmen. Like they were too confident in the fact that
That's another
the
thing.
peace that was like negotiated would stay, and they did not have any capability of defending themselves like against
Well, a lot of people
attacks.
it ties into their PvP skill, but that's another thing. Having too many guardsmen was bad because when you look at No Light, remember how Orthodox was saying, "Oh, bro, we have like 11 guardsmen, and we only have like one of every other each class." So it's like class spacing is definitely another important thing because when you didn't, they didn't
No,
have No Light didn't have much blessed food really,
I
in my
think
opinion.
Nolite and something else were the only people with the right idea because they had all the guardsmen, right? And
Yeah, but it
the
was like
other
too
civs
weak.
got wiped instantly as soon as those people don't like them because they can literally just steamroll the entire civ with the guardsmen.
Well, yeah,
So
then you have people like
I
Sparks
mean,
who was
that's what
like
happened with
causing
something
conflict with his
else.
words. I do
yeah,
gotta admit,
exactly.
Sparks was a very important figure to like the Crim. In my opinion, it's part of, like the early start of the Crim, or at least for like my like reputation. But then later on, we did kind of rate his Civ, both of them, and actually all three of them. But it was just like his like Sparks' like way was just like him using his words to start conflicts.
I mean, okay. I was
I mean,
gonna say it seems
to
like
be
there's
fair,
like
I did try to do the same thing.
there was. I'm kind of interpolate all this information I'm getting right now, and like to me, it seems like there's like two types of like kind of rated kind of people. One who's like Sleepy here, who's like actively antagonizing people from day one to the final day, and then there's also people, and then there's like other people like some of you guys who've been like relatively seen as good throughout the majority of the time, and then afterwards switched into terrorism or into
Okay,
raiding.
see,
I
I
mean,
was
yeah, how am
good.
I
was
supposed
good
to
a
do
little
good
bit.
shit if people like don't like
Yeah,
me?
the thing with
They stayed on the
terrorism
winning
is you
side.
can't start from zero. Like you need to be able to do things, so you need to be in a civ at the start to like
Yeah,
gain
I do
your
agree. Being in a
footing.
civ at the start helps so much. I mean, I always had my ways of like getting stuff done and getting what I needed, but like I do admit if you're not like very like able to get like a lot of friends or like a lot of like people with you, definitely start in a civ. I just didn't give a fuck. I already knew that I already knew I was gonna conquer the world one way or another,
Okay,
so
no,
I didn't
yeah,
really care.
I understand that
Well,
much. I'm just like I'm curious about like how
Because
everyone.
see, I was good a little bit. I mean, look. I know I stole, but at the end of the day, I still gave like the other, like the goods to like some poor people like Kelp City, or I would just fucking give it out. Not think I would like literally give it out and just like.
this guy's trying to
And
paint himself as
that went
Robin
well
Hood.
for Cup City, didn't it?
I'm the
Bro, was
Robin
the
Hood of the
reason Kelp
day.
City was destroyed.
Wait,
I'm not gonna
also
lie, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel bad that I destroyed. Cause see, I
personally,
get that I lack sympathy, but like, dude, it was so fun. I hate to be that guy. I feel bad for
I
some
mean, it's
people.
sounding like you lack
There's some people who
sympathy if you're
genuinely.
saying this kind of stuff, and then like after killing someone. I'm sorry for killing you as you're stabbing them in the chest. Like, it's not.
Well, no, because some people I wanted to kill, but then I was like, damn, I feel a little bit bad. He was a nice guy, and then I just kept going on with my day and took their goods.
Are you sad that you
Yeah,
stopped
it was a
the
nice
Olympics
guy. He was a nice
happening?
guy. I feel bad for killing him as you're killing other
That's more of a
people.
hazy
Yeah.
question, actually.
I sort of wished
I was gonna
I
bomb
wanted
the
to host the
but he
Olympics. I thought it would be
volunteered.
really funny, but obviously people didn't trust me, so
I
that
do
never
have to
happened.
admit, I also felt like a sense of
Olympics would have been
rush
fun
that
though.
like my cause was being out there. It like, dude, you gotta admit. Okay, so like every time we would raid or we were like hunting down people, we would look at the server list and we would just witness the server list like drop in people, and a lot of us got like very excited from that. It was so. It was
It's
like,
just
it was,
Sleepy.
Yo, what?
seriously?
Just
Okay.
Sleepy.
No,
Okay, whatever.
no,
Like,
no.
Don't drag
I
us
love-
I
in
was
with
happy
that.
about it.
You're a
too.
freak.
I was
Okay.
happy about it
We
too.
loved it when everyone attacked when everyone left the server.
Dude, some of the other members were happy to see people were like raid.
We
quitting
loved
things.
it.
Don't lump
Dude,
us
no,
all in with
because I was
that,
like,
bro.
dude,
I wanted
that's
more
why
people
I
to
went to Mod
raid.
PC, and I was like, hey, is us raiding like messing with the data?
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
us rating is a part of the data. Like,
it's definitely a
Yeah,
part of the
people were,
data.
like,
That's the whole
Mm.
point. It's just like if depends.
Dude, I
Also,
ruined someone's mental.
to circle
apparently.
back to your like being a part of a civ thing, I think people are too stuck in their heads about being a member of a civ. You should just walk into a civ for what you need and get it from them. And like be a member of every civ you possibly can, because there's no reason not to. Like,
I mean, I'd
But
like
see,
to
then
call
it's like,
myself a member of No Light because
I
most
do
of my
admit that's not a
friends
bad
and most of
idea.
the
Yeah,
people
halter
from-
till I die.
Nah.
Okay,
I
Glisten
didn't
Glow,
have
how
one.
did you end up
Altered
back
fine.
with the Raiders?
Alright, so, alright, we're part of the Civilization Cliffside in Session 1. It fell apart. Somehow both of us just ended up in Halter. Anyway, they raid Atlantis. I missed that session. And then Sleepy, he's just everywhere. He's going about. He's in Kelp. He's in No Light. Eventually, I just start liking Halter, and it was a hard decision, but I chose Halter over Sleep. Wait, what was the question again? What was the question
I'm
again?
just wondering how you went from being with going to Halter and then leaving again. So you're on the right track.
Wait, say again.
So how you went from, as you were saying, how you went from being sided with Sleepy to sided with Halter, then slided with Hazy. Like, what was the process?
Well, alright, so as I was saying, like eventually it just got boring. I spent 4 sessions, maybe even 6 sessions as guardsman doing absolutely nothing. I would just boat from civilization to civilization, talking to people that I knew, and then just log off. And then like one day I was in the Nether at the magma farm getting my guardsman level up, and I meet Hazy and Sleepy and someone else, and they start telling me about their plans of like raiding or whatever. I'm down for anything. I just want like the tiniest bit of action. Like I was so bored at that point. I would literally do anything.
Okay.
So was you in the Nether? I was about to ask, were you the guy in the Nether we came up to and talking about something? Yo, you want to come raid Halter with us?
Yeah.
Damn. I think it's like there's a range of, I guess, Sleepy and XEM here, who's like one active terrorist from day one. One is like kind of like wasn't, I guess, planning on being a terrorist, but kind of just felt like it was the best thing to do.
Yeah,
to
this
do
was
something.
this was my first session, or first event. I had no plans. I had no idea what I was going into.
He joined the winning side.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that is
Also,
fair.
I just realized. Oh, it's my fault. Is your segment still going on?
No, I
I'm
mean,
done.
Okay, I do. I just kind of realized this because it goes back to your other question, dude. Some people were just too in their head. They're too cocky. Because when this fucking event ended, and even Sparks kind of like showed me some stuff, it was like a lot of people were just like, I knew you were evil. I was just cool with you. So many people are afraid of like making themselves like many people are afraid of like looking dumb or just looking like unaware of something. They would like lie and say they knew this and that, but they were cool with me or cool with us, and they didn't want any problems. Like no one really put up a fight. Some of the people that I let willingly, some of the hostages I had, I let them go because they put up a fight. A lot of people were just like too in their heads, or just like were too scared. And I get the scared part, but it was like a lot of people were just cocky.
I think it just depends on like the kind of person who plays these kind of events, because there's definitely a range,
It does.
and like you guys will seem like in the range of like if something's boring or like you just want to attack and like that's a valid way to play the game. But there's also the people who want to like build and like kind of explore and stuff like that. So it's like a
I was
Yeah, I think it's a different mindset thing. Like people go into the event for different things. Like I went into the event thinking, how can I become as efficient as possible at killing other players as quickly as possible? But some people come into the event and they're like, I want to build the coolest house. And like the players who want to build the coolest house, I'm sorry, they aren't going to stand a chance against the people trying to kill everybody.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was. If you look at the screenshots, nigga, I was burning shit. Everything caught flames in my pad.
Yeah, one thing I've learned from past events is never build out of wood except for like day one, because it's very easy to burn wood. But
dude, never anything.
Yeah, that protected Halter for a long time until we started. Here, the houses we built were the absolute worst. It did not match like our architecture at all.
Yeah, that's how it looked too. A lot of things I'm starting to realize is that like Halter's had like internal problems. Like I feel like I don't want to discredit Aether. He was a good leader too, in my opinion. Just a little corrupt or like a little like unaware.
I think your idea of corrupt is different from other people's idea of corrupt. Go on.
Your idea of corrupt is upholding the KOS list, which is sort of backwards. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like he was the only guy upholding the KOS list in Halter.
Okay, hold on. The whole point of CivLabs is that people are gonna like.
That's like getting mad at the police for coming into your house when they have a
Harper. No, listen. Fucking Aether wasn't a big fan of like LARPing and all of that. So it was like his like own people were disagreeing with him so much. Like he got tired of it. I feel like Aether just had like the wrong job. He was a good leader. I feel like he should have been like co-leader or something.
I have to say, bro, the LARPing was too much. We had too many trials. We had too many meetings, too many trials. Like even there were so many people that actually got sick of it, me included.
Okay, that I didn't know of. I just thought you guys didn't LARP. I know there was like a trial because there was like the Sparks trial and then my trial, which was fucking bullshit, dude. Come on, bro. I make one joke about like kamikazing some of his like builds and he kills me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, who would have guessed the terrorist talking about terrorizing?
Jokes, by the way. You like blew up their houses and stuff.
Yeah, it's not really a joke. If like you did it, it's not a joke. That's just like
I just had this joke where I went around killing every civ.
Me though. So many of his people fucking like hated him after he killed me.
Yeah,
dude, it was like a fucking like mind game. It was like obviously I'm like this my character's like some like cocky bastard here and there. They're just like bragging the attention. So then it was like him killing me on site gave me more attention and also fucked up like internally because so many people were just so upset with him. I like Aether though. Aether is a pretty cool person. He seems a little more like laid back and not like very like PvP-ish, but he seems very cool.
Right. Oh, if you had to, this is a completely sideways question, but if you had to live in one of the settlements of Trial 8, which one would you choose to live in? If you only could choose one, I know you said you'd rather be all of them, but if you could only choose one.
Something Isle.
No Light. I mean, I did live in No Light until.
Yeah, bro,
I lived in No Light too.
No Light had the best guardsman farm, so it's a no-brainer, honestly.
And also, No Light lasted the longest too, so you know, No Light didn't get raided until like maybe 5 sessions.
Bro, No Light No Light had 2 people in it. No Light got depopulated. There was no more No Light.
No, the raiders were the No Light.
One farmer and one miner, and that was it. That was No Light. You had nothing.
Bro, 2 is more than 0, to be fair though.
But no,
yeah, 2 is more than 0.
Better than everyone else at that.
Okay, there needs to be balance. There has to be balance. Because there were too many fucking guardsmen where like other things couldn't be upheld. And I feel like if No Light had more time to like go into their own deeds, dude, they would have.
No Light should have just went to other civs and got them to do shit for them.
They were supposed to fucking raid. I know like it was a Sparks Live, but they were supposed to raid. They literally had like a nuke kind of thing, and no one.
They were gonna nuke the Olympics if that happened, but it didn't end up happening.
Redstone was planning on dropping a bunch of baby zombies on the Olympics.
That would have been fun.
Dude, no. They're one baby zombie.
Oh, he had like full iron armor too.
Yeah, with like a diamond sword or something. It was like that nuke was fucking awesome, but they never launched it, which kind of like sucked. It's just been like a fucking like it was a fucking trophy at that point. They never used it.
I mean,
Cold War type shit.
Did they have
although
time
the whole
to use
nuke was pretty good.
Yeah,
No,
I
No,
don't
I
think
mean
that would
they
have been really
died before it
effective.
could
Like,
get
let's
used.
be
I'm not gonna
real.
lie.
No, it
Holters
wouldn't
had a
have
The
been
way of
baby
fighting.
effective.
zombie would not have been effective.
Holters
It
Holters had
takes
a way of
one
fighting back
person
the
running
raid.
into the forest outside of render distance, and it's gone.
It takes one boat
Well,
and it's
no, it was
contained
name
to
tag. It
like.
had a
Well,
name
Yeah,
tag.
I mean,
that
that's
too.
why they were gonna drop. That's why he was gonna drop it on the Olympics because
It was also name
there's
tag
like
too,
no
but
lead
dude,
out unless you kill her out.
Holters
Or,
had
like,
like a defense nuke in my opinion, but it kind of backfired on them because I
Oh,
don't
the
know.
zombie horde? Yeah,
Yeah,
they had like a
dude, they
zombie
had-
spawner hooked up to their base and they unleashed it on us during the
Dude.
raid, but it didn't really do
Bro,
anything.
that was
'cause they were
crazy, I can't lie.
zombies. Dude,
I
our
was
game
lagging
started
really
lagging. It was crazy.
I was lagging really bad, and I still only took like maybe like 2 hearts of damage, and
Okay,
like
I'll
all
be
their
right back. I need to
Voltruns
use the
died
bathroom.
through their own trap. Like I took maybe 2 hearts, and everyone else just died to it, except for the raiders.
Yeah. Well, because the raiders were all guardsmen, so that we didn't take any mob damage anyways. So
Exactly.
like,
So what were they thinking? We were all guardsmen.
I mean,
It's not like they're gonna do anything.
Here, listen.
It was better
they
than
just
nothing.
didn't have
really-
game
here.
sense.
Like mob farm wasn't really like planned. It's just I think it's something that someone did. No one like actually planned that as a nuke or whatever.
I mean, it's kind of hard to plan that kind of stuff because of like the mob caps and like kind of stuff like that. I mean, it's definitely possible. It's just hard to plan.
The regular mob
Because
farm.
because Holter had the mob farm. Someone did suggest that they went down. I think it was Infernal.
Beacon.
Yeah, he went down and
Yeah,
he was giving
okay.
them armor so that they would be more armored up. And then he released them when one of you went
Yeah,
down
yeah.
there. So that but he died obviously. But he was hoping they would. But you weren't contained, so you just ran back out, and evaded them.
I mean,
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, Inferno Beacon is Lilith. That was a pretty good plan. They were. I think she was ahead of.
No. She
It
had
was a
left by
pretty
this
terrible
time.
plan. The
It wasn't
zombies
her.
didn't do
Wow.
anything.
Wait, was it
Yeah.
Infernal Frigid?
Oh, it was Infernal Frigid. Yes.
Yeah.
I am just curious, just like on a because it seems interesting. Like, what was the difference between, in your opinions, between like your trial and the other trials? Because this was the only trial that the Raiders won. Every other trial they either attempted but like didn't work, or like other
What
stuff
can we say?
happened.
We're better.
Okay, other than just saying you're better.
yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
I
the
saw
other
it.
trials didn't have.
You know,
me
you guys
in
go
it.
first.
No, it's the
Here,
I'm
this only
honest to
happened
God,
because
it's the
of
magma
Hazy.
cube farm. Well, okay, I would like to take some of the credit, but the magma cube farms were so busted, and once we got control of them, like it was game over. I think our world was one of the only ones that realized how broken Guardsman was and like exploited it to its
Yeah.
maximum
Because
potential.
when I hear other words, they weren't like very.
Same with like respawn anchors and stuff. Like I was one of the only guys to ever even craft one, which is insane because they're so
Don't forget
overpowered.
Don't forget the other. Hold on. We gotta talk about the other bombing whenever like this modcast comes to an end, dude. Our ending
Yeah,
is
sure.
cool so far. In my opinion, since from playing in a world where there's only one terrorist and like a little bit of troublemakers, it was kind of just the guardsmen being OP as fuck, dude. And then hold on. Another thing was also the bugs. It's like early game for me. I was able like early game to like raid a nation on like session 2. You know what I mean? And to destroy it.
Was that because of the
So it was just like
bugs, or just because
level-
you went up there and killed people?
well, both, but like the bug was like the leveling bug, the iron bug, because it was like so easy to fucking progress, and it was just like fuck it, I'm gonna go fucking raid these people now then. And me and Hazy did that shit, full iron armor, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
pretty easy.
one thing I'd say that like led to our success was we like were the dominant power where if you're strong enough to beat one civ, you're basically strong enough to beat all of them. So
Yeah,
we reached a point where we were just unstoppable because we were more progressed than everyone else, like combat wise. And then we just were able to beat everyone and they couldn't do anything.
yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Like also the timing of it, where like I timed it to do the bombing right around when it was nearing the end of the event so that people like couldn't recover. We're like, sure, we weren't super sustainable as a raiding group, but we literally could control the world until the event like closed.
Yeah, if you look, I sent a clip of his bombing.
Okay. I mean, again, for the most part, this interview was mostly just to see like your perspective on the event. One, on your perspective. Two, why you guys did what you did, and three, like how could it be like I guess prevented? Or like was it a you guys being powerful thing that's caused all of this to happen, or was it kind of just the civs being kind of underpowered?
Civs
I
being
think it's
underpowered.
probably
three
a mix of both.
reasons.
Civs are underpowered. Like there was like 6
Yeah.
guardsmen. We have level 4, like level 5 maybe. Alright, let's say you have like halter 30 people at its relative peak, not really peak. I think at our peak we had maybe 40. But still, if you have 10 guardsmen, like that, even still, 6 guardsmen that are organized are going to still beat the 10, because not all 10 are going to be online. They're not going to be in halter. They might be somewhere else. They might be like in a completely different civ. So even a 10v6 is easy, and still that's like a large portion. That's 1/3 of your entire civ.
I mean,
Just
yeah,
being
that's pretty much what
guardsmen.
we did with That's pretty much what we did with Something Isles. Like we had like maybe 5 guardsmen when we were just Something Isles in like iron armor, and we still flattened them because they were offline,
Yeah.
weren't organized, and most of them just ran.
Yeah, a
Honestly.
lot of the civs are kind of unorganized when it came to like raiders. They just expected people to be too nice,
Yeah.
and that's like
Attackers have
that
such
was
a
my perspective
huge
on it.
advantage.
Yeah.
And
Like I think like the main 3 reasons we won was 1, guardsmen are just overpowered in general.
Yeah.
2,
Yeah, I thought they
Yeah.
were gonna change
civs,
the event.
the civs were underpowered. They didn't have enough guardsmen. And 3, other than like maybe like 1 or 2 people, all the leaders were dumb. They didn't organize their people. They didn't listen, and they just weren't good leaders.
I gotta
completely
admit, I do
agreed.
agree with Silken on that. That one of the leaders in No Light literally didn't even like want to be leader or try to be leader. They just elected him leader because they knew who he was like on Discord, and it was like fucking. He didn't want. He was a good leader. It was just like when it came to certain things like this, they were no one was aggressive. You know, we had like one nation that would claim to be militaristic with Something Isles, but then because of like a lie and all that, they got raided. And then after that, there was nothing else. No one would do anything. A lot of people would shoot docile, and this also goes back into like the whole reason. At least me is that I really wanted a change. I don't like I like peace. You gotta have, but without like chaos and all that, you can't have peace. There's nothing to like worry about. No motive for anything.
You can't
Say you're
enjoy
like
the
a leader.
peace.
You
Last
can't.
guy to be talking about I wanted peace.
No, I'm so serious. I kind of like some peaceful places where after raiding, you gotta have somewhere to call home. You know what I mean?
That's
If you're gonna kill people, you gotta have a home somewhere. So
Yeah.
it's like,
yeah. My take
Then
was
why
back
did
and
y'all
forth.
burn down No Light? That was pretty much the Raiders' home.
God damn it, it was too fucking nice. Okay.
Okay,
I hated the fucking
what?
peace.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, No
the,
Light was
the thing with
nice.
No Light, like
and then
I
you're not
wanted to
complaining about it
spare
being
No
too
Light, but
nice.
they didn't like the terrorism, so they had to be like eliminated.
Who would have
It's pretty
guessed?
simple.
They didn't like terrorism,
Dude,
so they
that's what I'm
died
saying.
to the
No,
terrorists.
no, 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 no,
That's
no,
sort of
no,
the story
no,
of
no, no,
every
no, no, no.
civ,
Like,
Don't be
honestly.
cool with us and then switch up on us, bro.
Like
Don't switch up on the
70%
terrorists,
of the
man.
terrorists
No, all the
from
people
No
who were
Light.
chill with us were the terrorists, bro, and Forgotten Light, and that's about it. The rest of them didn't want the terrorists there. They just had to put
Nah,
up with
Forgotten
it.
like kind of switched up on me. He kept kicking me out here and there.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a difference because like there is like some civs who are like fine with people, but then like if they're like they might just be scared that they're gonna attack that you guys were gonna attack them, so you kind of would chill.
No, I can
Because that is
agree. I can
an
admit
issue.
that because that definitely happened for me. That people were scared of me. But bro, I really hope people I hope people watch this modcast or like get my message. Is that like I really want people to not like to be in fear. You gotta like realize that there's a potential where you need to be organized to a point where like a fucking like terrorist group might get wiped out. Like we wiped out everyone because they were unorganized or they were like rushing and didn't think about the other means. So us being a terrorist now gave them a reason. Hey, we need to focus on military. Like after I raided Atlantis and I did some more destruction, a UN was formed. People started like cultures kind of organized their military a bit, which I liked. And then it went to shit after they switched leaders. Their leadership kept switching so goddamn much. But like I like that. There was an incentive. You could join the military and go searching for Sleepy or go search for his friends. And another thing, they knew that I wasn't alone. So it was like then there was more of an incentive to like really like have bitter groups of like combat ready people. Other groups weren't like that. For example, Sky City was a very easy raid.
Yeah, I'm like the hardest part about getting up to the City of Angels, which is what it's actually called, was just getting up there. That's the hardest part because it's
Yeah.
tedious and annoying.
Oh my god! And another thing, dude, you gotta watch out. I like this idea a lot. You gotta watch out who you got in your sip because one of our raiders were from Sky City and they respawned to let down the water.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that is the
Because
guy
like
who
sometimes
just
you gotta be
won.
careful. Living a life of like full on. I don't know what the word is called, but like being closed off from the world. I guess isolated, like fully isolated, really isn't that good. But like there's some positive to it. But like when it comes to like growing or trade, then it's not the best idea because then it's like, hey, what if you need refugees. You need people. You need some help because you're like, on a target. Well,
I
then
disagree.
what?
I
Well,
think
I'm confused.
City of
in-
Angels was one of the only smart civs
Well,
with like
in their
defense. The
defense-
Skybase actually helped them a lot.
They were just
in,
poor,
like,
honestly.
They
They were
didn't
just
have any
poor.
allies.
In the City of Angels
That too.
defense, the only reason I feel one of the only reasons we knew about them was because Spark ran his mouth everywhere about them.
Oh, no. You know what's funny? Speaking of Sparks, he actually had led me there because I was like, hey, Sparks, have you heard of an island, like a sky island, like someone there? And Sparks had led me there. So then I started bringing like other people who I knew there just in case. Now, I gotta admit, I didn't really want to raid Sky City because the person who's
I
like
feel
the
like you've
leader
said
of
that
it,
about
I
every
like.
civ so far, but
I didn't actually want
No.
to raid them, but I raided them anyways.
No, because I like their
Yeah,
idea.
it was all a
I was
misunderstanding. It was a
it was
misclick,
all I'm a
guys.
misunderstood like edgy teenager, okay, bro.
didn't notice.
It was like Sky City, in my opinion, was a very cool civ. Their leadership, their leader wasn't always there, and I gotta admit, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That co-leader was with her like 24/7, dude. I would go there and be like, hey, this one I can speak to, and like, oh, both of our leaders are in a cave mining or some shit like that. And I was like, why the fuck is the librarian in a fucking cave?
Oh yeah, no.
They're
I
fucking
think I remember
librarians
that
in
because I was
fucking-
down there with the librarian and the leader. so,
Yeah,
like,
me and
Dude,
Kiss were getting
they're
enchants in a
fucking like
cave with their
they're really like
librarian.
Oh
yeah, their
my.
fucking
Yeah,
librarian
we were.
was bro. And, their fucking leader was a combative, and it's so funny. Like I could go join the call he's in right now and just fucking ask him like why? Because I'm not gonna lie, I know that they met during event 2, but like he was with her like the whole time. And I'm like, dude, why not? You're fucking librarian. Why are you in a fucking cave?
Dude,
Sky
because
City's
we were in a,
military
No,
we
they
was
were
were in a
running
dope.
Skulk for XP. It
we
was
were in a
smart.
Skulk cave and enchanting our
The thing
gear.
is, you gotta have balance when it comes to guardsmen. You gotta have balance. They were under guardsmen because and this is one thing I gotta admit. Some people, I'm not gonna lie, some people are afraid of being having like hardship or being like hard on their members because it's like there's no reason to be so nice when you realize that like, hey, there's this fucking group of people that are like rapidly growing and could just wipe us out, and then you have a civ of just builders, farmers, and blacksmiths, and
stop.
like 3 to 4 guardsmen, and one of your fucking
Actually, I think
librarians.
City of Angels only had like 2 guardsmen.
They did? Because I thought they had at least
I
3.
think so.
I'm not counting the
I think it was
librarian.
the
didn't have, like,
ammo
any
guy and
guards,
then one
bro.
other guy I don't remember.
No, it was some guy named Fluffy. No, I think it was Fluffy, Sir, and then there was one more. Because I remember being taken on a happy gas somewhere where I saw like their like little bit of like military, but like that was another thing. Their whole military just left to take me to court, so there was that too.
Yeah, when it comes to classes, at least in my opinion, you just want like one of every class and then everything else guardsmen, and like nothing else really makes sense.
Nah, I would say 2, depending on your member count too. Because what if that one person's offline? Then
You need more
you're not-
miners.
Well,
Yeah,
once you have
mine-
gear, you don't need more
Mm.
miners.
I don't know. The
Miners,
mining.
healers, and
You
guardsmen.
need
Depends.
diamonds. You need iron. Like
No,
farm.
that
One
yeah, no, that I
farmer
agree
can
with. You
take
don't
care
need
of
too
the whole
much.
farm.
I think it
That's true.
it
That
depends on
is
the
very
size
true.
of the civ because bigger civs need a lot more like people like getting resources.
Yeah. That's what I agree with.
Is
Thing
there a
is,
danger?
like in the
Oh,
end,
no.
like in Halter, like no one would collect food like at the end, pretty much. Like we just had enough, maybe like every once in a while, but every time you'd go by, all the
You would
crops are
have-
fully grown.
I mean, I burned
Like there
your
was
guys'
no
food
need for
supply.
4 farmers.
Yeah. After a certain point, I kind of just burned their food supply or like had someone taking from it, and they never really did a hit.
Okay.
So yeah, I really hope the message gets out there. Just like you gotta have balance, but you also gotta like be in fear. Because I gotta admit, not everyone is fucking like rainbow and sunshine and all just cool with all this like peace and prosperity shit. They're at a certain point, people are gonna get, especially later on, when more griefing is gonna happen. People are gonna want chaos. A lot of our members, matter of fact, grew because it was like, hey, we want chaos. We want to like, we're bored. We need something to do. So then it gave people like a reason to go like actually start raiding now. So it's like, well, I'm bored. I'm gonna go start killing now. Fuck you.
But that's what I'm thinking. If you try and have guardsmen, so the guardsmen, I guess, if it's not for PvP, it's to stop hostile mobs. But then once you
Yeah.
make your base safe, you don't need guardsmen.
Yeah.
So the guardsmen will just get bored
yeah.
and want to cause fighting. So either they'll
Yeah,
join
in
raiders
in the
or
first few
they'll make
sessions,
wars.
in the first few sessions, like all the guardsmen in Halter, we're just looking around for Sleepy. We're trying to find him, but once he once he just kind of went inactive and just stopped like doing stuff, lost his aura. There's like this
That's why I had
buildup
to
of
like,
just like boredom and like tension until it all released into like the
that's
world
what.
conquest.
Or like sleepy, right? That's why, like, that's why I was like, I noticed that, and I was like, me being docile, I was like, huh? I was like, after something else had happened, I was starting to realize that, like, I wasn't making much of a name anymore. I've been like more of this chill person. So now I was like, I gave him a reason to kind of like get back to it, but then after that, I slowed it down because I was planning things like in between, and that's when I had met up with Soken and Hazy. So then after that, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Us three meeting up gotta be like a fucking like movie, bro. Because we were all in the same spot, same goals. Like we were just ready for this, and we were planning it out too. So it was like me being docile lowered their military by like a lot. There wasn't that fear of
Yeah,
sleepy
definitely did.
anymore. It was just a fear of like either going to war or just needing a guardsman for like the mine. So a lot of people just lowered.
A bunch of halters guardsmen just quit, like just never played again once you quit, or like once you stop
Yeah, like
terrorizing halter.
they had a reason to like actually get on. Now it's just like, well, we're useless now. You know, I'm a guardsman, but like there's no
You have nothing to
sleepy.
do.
I'm not gonna lie though,
Yeah.
that was a huge ego boost when I like realized some people were
Yeah.
getting off because like they needed me, bro. They needed to sleep me a clip.
Where's my sleepy fix?
Yeah,
Is he
guys.
gonna come back? Where is he, bro?
But this is not
Being
a
a
good
guardsman
ego.
makes you bored, so don't be a guardsman and make it easier for us.
No, be a guardsman and kill everybody.
Yeah.
Well, no,
There
no.
needs to
Only
be, like,
we
a-
can have the guardsman. Everyone else can't have any guardsmen. Only we
There's no
can.
The
like
thing is, yeah, you said with guardsmen, it's like a PvE and PvP thing. Let's be real, it's just PvP, where
Yeah,
the only reason to be
100%.
guardsmen is to kill other players, and it's like a prisoner's dilemma. If someone else starts getting guardsmen, they have all the power unless you also do. So you either have to be ready to run from the guardsmen, or you have to have your own and risk them like becoming murder hobos, you know?
This is an arms
But
race at
if-
that point. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
But also,
I think the
if
best
you get
strat is you just
guardsmen-
need people to not know where you are so you can't get raided. Otherwise, you're screwed.
and then you don't
Here,
need
but then at
guardsmen.
that point, like, why are you even
Exactly,
playing
yeah.
CivLabs? Like,
No, yeah,
Then
like
again, a
exactly.
lot
It's
of
less
us,
fun that
though, I'm
way.
not gonna lie, a lot of us are getting tired. Well, for me at least, I was low-key getting tired of just CivLabs entirely because I needed a change, dude. I understand that I'm a terrorist and I did this to myself. That I can admit. But it just felt repetitive. I go watch other
Yeah.
civs. It's just like the bug that like the XP and then the like earning and stuff really just like changed up so much. It just like ruined the game. I thought the game would like last like session 10. So then after that, I was kind of just pushing to like because like I guess my reason for keep playing was like I had to keep terrorizing and I was like I'm in a group and I'm like I gotta see this, I gotta see it to the end or until there's a good enough reason for me to end, which eventually happened. And I'm so glad I got my ending because I feel like it was like a break. I got like a massive break, but I really hope that like the next event is different. Like
Yeah,
so
I know.
different.
It needs to be harder
yeah.
to be a terrorist to make it more interesting
No,
for the terrorists
yes,
and
that
for the
too.
players.
But
Yeah,
like
it
guardsmen
was way
being
too
so fucking
easy.
because dude, this happened before. They thought they changed it because I remember this one civ in like World One,
they were changing it. They were
event
trying to nerf
two.
it.
They fucking took out like they took out a warden with just a shield in their fist because of how much fucking damage they were doing with like the guardsman thing, which didn't get changed. So it's just like you have the same OP power there. And
Okay,
it,
I
it
will
kind of
say
just
it did get changed during the at the end of the event, and it is being reworked right now, to my knowledge. So it should be
because
getting
dude,
changed.
Yeah.
it
But
getting fixed at like the
it
end.
definitely
But
was a
old
bigger
guardsmen, you were like Master Chief. Like you would
And
literally
I
just
got it in
stroll
Vic,
up and everyone
dude.
was like the ghouls that just get one
Like for
tapped
example,
quick.
in Joyful thing, being a terrorist is hard, but also kind of easy. Like for example, Sparks has like fucking no he made it on stream. He has like this underground like fucking fireworks ring where he'll just sell fireworks and all that. So like that was pretty cool because they changed the recipe on it, but they increased the damage on how much a firework does, and you can't really get it from. It's like hard to get it from a mob drop kind of thing. So they changed it up. So with how easy everything is, it kind of just like, oh, you want this? You just go get it. And you can then again, you could literally switch classes. I remember this one dude doing this in an event too, where he got a full set of diamond armor because he went miner, then switched to a blacksmith, made his armor, and then fucking went then switched again to go librarian just to kind of enchant it. Now in hindsight, I wish I would have killed him because he had fortune 3 or 4 like pickaxe. It was fucking useless. He didn't give me any diamond.
I mean, Okay, I think I'm gonna start like slowly wrapping this up, but I feel like it definitely is an interesting like concept. Is like trying to fix Civ, like make things more interesting because like
Yeah.
if it seems like it's not like I don't know if it's like a problem per se, but like raiders definitely will keep raiding no matter what.
Yeah.
And like civs need to either the plugin needs to adapt or the civs need to adapt because
And this is just like an example of like a terrorist winning because we had our okay.
Yeah,
When you're
like
wrap up, I'll send the screenshot of our ending, but like this is like the whole like thing. It was just like there needed to be a change, and I'm happy to be a part of that change. I would hope my other members are happy to be a part of this change because I really hope to see the change that I was aiming for. I mean,
Yeah,
regardless, I still
no.
wanted attention, and I got my ego boosted when people like DM'd me or said that like I made the event more fun for them. I felt that was such a huge ego boost. So yeah.
No, but like I definitely wanted to be harder to be a raider because, in my opinion, I came into being a raider to one, like I said earlier, to incite a war, but also to have fun. Because in event 2, there were like 3 raiders. Hazy was one of them, but like it was no fun because didn't they didn't do it right. And so I
Not everything
came
is
in
not
thinking,
everything.
oh, I'm gonna do it right this time, but it was just way too easy because as soon as we got like 3 high-level guardsmen, it was just over. Like after we got enough
yeah,
high-level guardsmen,
exactly.
people were scared and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna join the winning side because I don't want to be killed." So
Yeah.
once we got powerful enough to scare people into joining us, it was just over for everybody because we had like all the guardsmen on our team. Because
Yeah, I
it was
really know
either
what I'm gonna do.
it was either for the guardsmen and people who had like diamond gear or just any amount of gear. It was either join us or die, and that's what it did. They either joined us or they died, and I
Yeah.
think that just made it a lot easier for us, which was fun, but it could have been a lot funner.
Yeah, like the civs were incredibly like incompetent and unprepared, but also the plugin was so heavily biased towards the aggressor that like everything was stacked in our favor. Like I think we would have won either way, but it definitely helped.
Yeah.
I think I got
There's
off
genuinely
session 12
nothing.
'cause that was
There
just
is
too big.
nothing the civs could have done like at all, unless they like mass produced
Oh my god, wait,
potions
hold
of
on. We're
instant
under.
damage
Oh my
and
god, yeah, no one
crystals
used
and learned how to
potions.
crystal
But
PvP.
hold on,
That
we're
was the only
uncrediting this
way.
one civ. I feel like this one civ had the right idea, just they weren't prepared enough. Man, what was that one civ where that guy came from in that one clip?
that's so helpful.
Yeah,
one that
Oh,
going
Tower Valley?
the
That
one that
one
goes
guy,
infinite
that
user
one clip.
the
Yeah,
guy that
I'm not gonna lie.
user
They knew we
PvP.
were coming and they were militarized. They just didn't have like enough resources. They were fucking shooting us down. They like tried to like kill us in their like massive pit. They did it
Our
right.
Valkyrie.
They just didn't have enough. They just didn't
Yeah.
have enough time to prepare.
I mean, that's one of the main reasons, at least me personally, waited until the very end to start raiding because I wanted people to be geared up. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but that's just me personally. I wouldn't have started raiding until like the very end because I wanted people to
yeah.
have
I mean,
gear
the
to
thing
put up a
about
fight.
raiding early is it doesn't even really accomplish much because like they just rebuild. Like when me and Sleepy wiped out Atlantis, all those guys just went to Halter or like No Light. It didn't really like do lasting damage besides like the love of the game.
Well, in my opinion, I feel like it did some lasting damage. They were like just worried about me and all that. It made them like have to like advance more, you know?
Well, yeah, that's not really damage though.
That's a
That's helping
positive.
them.
That's not damage.
Well, to me, it
Yeah.
was. To me, I like that. I like the idea
Yeah.
of the fact that they had to like do that in order to like help work together to counteract me.
I
Like,
think it'd be
even here-
cool if we all went through like why we did terrorism and stuff. I feel like we've gone
Yeah.
over it a bit, but like
I mean, you guys can go.
Yo,
You
I
guys
want to
can
say
go.
this:
I'll
if we had a couple losses and had to regroup and like actually like plan something, like make this like have an actual like game plan, have someone distract, lure out the guardsmen, and then like jump them, like how instead of just running in, killing everyone, go to the next civ, kill everyone, then the next. Like it
Yeah,
was
a lot of.
like the first 2 civs. All right, that was really fun. Like pillaging Halter for 40 minutes, then going to the next, like doing that, but it got like so repetitive. There was like no challenge at all.
Yeah, a lot of people were like they had ideas, but I feel like they didn't act on it because there was supposed to be this idea to like at least lure me out and trap me or just kill me,
Oh.
which I was kind of funny, but I really wish they would have done that because I would have loved to have like gone and see what would have happened and all that. But it just like never happened, and it was like it sucked.
Dude, one of my buddies who played in this event, Redstone, his faithful sender, he was telling me he had a plan to kill us, and he was gonna get a ton of high-level firework rockets and crossbows. He had most of the stuff to do it. He just needed people to craft the stuff. But every single civ he went to, no one would do it. Like, they had the people to craft it, they just refused. So it's less of they need to plan. I mean, they definitely need to plan better, but they also need to just not refuse good ideas.
Yeah, a lot of people were in their head.
They were like too stingy and like too proud for no reason.
They also went
when
to
they were
Civs
all
just as you arrived. Like I think Faithful Cinder went to City of Angels, trying to get their plan to work, and then within 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you were raiding City of Angels. So they ran out of time. So they had to run away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Faithful Cinder is definitely gonna take from us because I remember him saying he wanted to be evil. He had a grudge against me and Hazy, which I find to be very cool. You know, he had a genuine like hate for us, and I feel like that was very cool.
I feel like
people wouldn't listen.
I should probably ask, but I feel like his grudge towards Hazy also comes from Event 2, because he was also in me in Faithful's world as a raider, and he did kill me in the Nether and steal my diamond armor, which he stashed and never went back to get.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
dude,
that is true.
His hatred for me was just because he was one of the hostages I had let go, and after that, he wanted like vengeance. And I feel like if people would have, dude, that fucking portal trap would have genuinely took a lot of us out, if not all of us. But they just didn't listen. They did it wrong, and they wouldn't listen. And it was like, fuck.
And also, we had metagaming, and Cinder just said, "Oh, they're gonna kill us. Come through. It's not trapped yet." The metagaming.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. The metagaming made it fun, but either way, with or without metagaming, we still would have conquered the world. Like the refugee spot, we would have maybe found, but like,
we had already conquered the world by the time metagaming was on.
Yeah, like we conquered the world before it was like added. We were just like,
oh yeah, I need to say this. Emperor Hazy appointed me as governor of Halter.
Governor of Halter, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and
the sole
resident.
Like,
yeah, because look at the
no, actually, two residents. Infernal Beacon. She was also like, I don't know, my lieutenant or whatever.
Yeah, Infernal Beacon is Lilith, bro.
You're the Emperor of Halter with no people to govern over.
No, it was bro.
Oh no, we actually had two builders.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
Dude,
listen,
bro, I got my trial.
Here, I would like every so often, like maybe every 30 minutes, destroy a chest full of like building resources, like let's say like 8 stacks of whatever, like deep slate, stairs, walls, bricks,
evil,
and they're like, no, don't destroy it. We'll build halter for you.
Yeah,
and I just like light it all on fire and do the same thing after an hour.
Pretending we started like role playing as residents there. I got my I had my court case happen, bro. After they got appointed, I had my court case. It was innocent. I was a free man by that.
Oh yeah,
we were pardoned.
Oh yeah, Hazy pardon. Wait, actually,
once we took over the justice system.
The first one or the second one?
The second one. If you look at the screenshots, you'll see when we like raided Halter again, or like we went back there to go check up on stuff. We were like role playing in the fucking church they had.
Yeah, Hazy pardoned every single member of the Crim.
Dude, my crime list went from like terrorizing, raiding, looting, killing, murder, evading arrest. What is it? Conspiracy. I had a great list of crimes, bro. I think my pride is my pride right there.
We were all innocent. It's a big misunderstanding.
This might be a little stingy on my part. This might be a little stingy on my part, but you see when we're all posted up in the courtroom, and there's those 3 guys in iron. I have 2 sets of enchanted diamond armor in my inventory at that moment that I could have given to them.
Wait, actually, I knew about that. I kept checking this guy's inventory. He was hugging all the diamond stuff.
Dude, another thing that was awesome would have been so cool. No one used fucking potions or like other methods, and I hope that either gets changed because this is the one problem I was noticing. A lot of the like change things were gate kept like shit, dude. And it made it so hard to like counteract. Cause think about this.
I mean, I will say potions and stuff like no one knew about potions. They were used in other worlds. Like, again, it's just like
potions are hard to get though. You need a silk touch pickaxe.
People could have got potions in this world. They just didn't.
I had to like go find like the wiki, like an old screenshot how to do the potion. And then another thing.
Yeah, no, I had to tell the No Lights healer that I was like, hey, we need to start crafting potions. Like, how we can get blaze rods and how we can get
because I noticed
the world. Like, and I told them you can craft that. They're like, no,
things were too gate kept. Like, I didn't even know that TNT had changed until like someone had told me. From like, I had to get like a mod or something to tell me. So I was like, hey, the recipe isn't working. I'm at the right level, and then I didn't know it changed. They were just so They try to change it up from event 2, and they gate kept so much or reworked so much. And I can admit it was a good change to TNT to go to minors, but like no one knew about TNT besides the terrorists. I feel like the terrorists had a lot of information too that a lot of people didn't know just how gate kept things was. We kind of assumed. I kind of assumed TNT was like a known thing.
Yeah, no, me too. I
Yeah,
mean, it
there
took
was a
me a
big
second to
knowledge
realize
gap.
they changed the recipe, but like
No, yeah, it's just
after going around with enough people, like, hey, we can craft
Like,
TNT.
I'm starting to notice a lot of us
you
have played an
eventually
event.
figured
A
it
lot of us
out.
have played an event too, so like we kind of just use our prior knowledge, and then the bug enhanced all of us and the other people, but we got like more like that boost. We realized we could do with some other things. I really want to see events and contraptions. One thing I might do if I ever do play the next event, I might still be a terrorist, but I definitely want to see like a change in like.
Oh yeah, Faithful was building redstone shit like all over, no light.
Huh.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, he had like the reaching part in his field. He built this secret like slime block door that would launch you up and then go down. But we came back like 2 sessions later and someone stole all the redstone components.
Okay, we'll get,
Like,
okay, I'm gonna get things back on track. We kind of got like a bit sidetracked there for a little bit, which is fine. But I want to just kind of like wind things down a little bit. I mean,
no, I get it.
I think like Ness had like I've been getting like messages real quick about a final-ish question that we can ask, and like it's like kind of this a reflection on like all of the stuff you guys did, and like are you guys gonna be excited for the next event? But I want to do it in order. So I guess XCM, you can start with this kind of question. Like,
you get out. Okay.
Like, alright, I have a couple plans. Alright, if they're successful, you're definitely gonna hear of me. I'll be on the modcast again. That's if it works. If I'm able to execute my plans.
Okay.
Imagine we all get in the same world again.
I got some big plans brewing. You better hope you're not in my
Dude, you better hope. Imagine we're all
here.
like,
I'm literally
we're all in
gonna
the same
here.
world.
I'm gonna spawn camp you, Silken. Like you're not gonna exist in my world. World
no.
event 4.
Can we put
World
Silken
1,
on a leash
it's
and
my
just
world.
like leave him
You're
there?
not gonna be in it.
Oh no, man! I got some big plans brewing. And
I have bigger plans. The plans are even bigger.
Do your plans include 5 guys in full netherite, or?
Okay.
I've never seen this scene before.
Okay.
My plans are even bigger than netherite. Come on.
We're gonna have netherite beacon armor. Okay, it's gonna be unstoppable.
We're gonna have the 0.01% armor.
Alright, Radiant, what about you?
Loki, I just kind of go with like what happens. I mean, Crazy, you were guardsman in Trial Zero, right?
Oh yeah,
like
was, yeah.
Promised Land. Yeah, I was a healer back then, bro. That was horrid. I can't lie. I was getting killed like every session. But bro, you gotta try this terrorism thing, man. It's so much more fun than anything
God,
you've
dude,
like.
Dude, I had
anything
fucking
you've been doing,
disguises.
bro.
I had like a fucking disguise to get into whole term, which kind of worked.
Bro,
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna just go with the flow, and yeah, you should try next trial, bro. I'm telling you.
Go with the flow and recruit Crazy.
One of the big bad. Hey,
don't involve me in this, okay? I'm just an interview person, okay?
One of
you're
us.
one of the
One of us.
What are your thoughts?
Okay. Anyways, kids, Aiden. I'm not sure if you guys answered the question yet, but I just want to like see you guys' opinions on like the.
Could you reiterate the question real quick?
The 3 important people.
I guess it was kind of a open question, but it was like a reflection on like why you guys started doing terrorism, and are you guys?
Oh yeah, I mean for me it was 2 reasons. Like one is love of the game. Like I love killing people in Minecraft. It's really fun. And second is like just proving to myself I could like take over the world and kill everybody and like pull it off is like it's way more fun to have that challenge to me than to just like be content staying in a civ and just like going with the flow. Like I wanted to like challenge myself and do things interesting. I think it's more fun.
So will you do it again?
That's a good question. I mean, I'm probably gonna play it by ear. It depends on like I'm thinking I might try to like fight against terrorism because terrorism seemed a little OP this time. So I want to figure out like maybe there's a way you can stop it, but also it's so much fun to just go around killing everybody.
Dude, I
so
would
I might
love
do
like
it
to see like
again.
a bounty hunter like group, dude. That would be kind of cool.
Bro, it's not that fun unless you have actual terrorists to hunt down.
True.
And even then, it's not great.
I mean, I guess
You know,
we'll
kind
go
of
under
it's
the
like
assumption that like
extra
Guardsmen and like Cliff are gonna be more balanced and like things will be slightly better, and like not because I think Guardsmen being overpowered was definitely one of the biggest factors, but definitely not the only one, but one of the biggest factors. So we're going to under the assumption that they'll be fixed. I hope at least.
Under the assumption they're fixed, I'm definitely gonna
Yeah, pot.
be PvP focused. I don't know if that means I'm gonna RDM people, go around killing everybody again, or if like I'm gonna try to like defend the world or what.
Honestly,
But
I really feel like the guardsmen should be. I feel like everyone should be able to use lava buckets because I was really trying to get like a UHC kit, but I couldn't because I couldn't use lava
Yeah,
buckets.
same. I was gonna try to burn down this one place with lava, and I was like, "Fuck, why
I
isn't
think
this
it's
working?"
specifically because everyone
Yeah.
in a past event burned like lava casted a bunch, and it was very annoying for like
Yeah.
all the civs.
Also-
you couldn't really deal with it that well.
Can you
Also,
at least like
Deadpool
guardsmen use it?
remembers.
At least like guardsmen be able to like fucking
I
have a
feel like a
PvP.
good defense against guardsmen, or also just a good thing for guardsmen to use. Also, but we're not gonna talk about that. Y'all need to like add a way to craft cobwebs. Like put it like make it like a string.
Yeah, but then
Oh,
that
yeah,
could also
yeah,
backfire
yeah.
too. To be fair, that could
cobwebs
also
would be
backfire
so much
too.
more
That's
fun.
pure PvP focus though. That's the I don't know if that's in the scope, but
It helps the defenders more, 100%.
No,
Yeah, but
the,
then
but,
the raiders could also use it too. Then
but you
Yeah,
could
no,
lock
but
it
it
behind
delays the
builder.
raiders more.
Yeah, but if you have but let's say
make
you're a
builder
builder,
useful
right?
in PvP.
Let's say you're a builder, right? And you need to
Start using
defend
your
against
cobwebs.
guardsmen that's trying to attack you. Cobwebs and lava buckets would be a good combo if they don't, and
Yeah.
if you drain their water. Because you can't like realistically, unless you're just really good at PvP, you can't realistically win a 1v1 with just swords and axes against a guardsman. So cobwebs
Yeah.
and lava would probably help a lot.
Yeah,
But at the
because
same
at least
time,
lava would do like actual damage. Your fucking
Yeah.
mini punch.
Yeah, I
is
mean,
gonna
adding
like, 5
cobwebs
bars.
is gonna make people better at PvP do better for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I think it'd be awesome, but it does give PvP players more of an edge in combat.
okay. I mean,
I guess I'm up.
yeah, you are last up. I guess. Any final reflections and like, are you excited for?
All right, let me go ahead and get the clip from out the way, dude.
Oh, no.
I just like to fight, bro. They be thinking I'm here for all this, nigga. I just like to fucking kill people, bro. My charges racked up from looting, robbing, murdering, killing, raiding, rioting, stealing. Come on, bro. So fun. Griefing, destruction of property, mass casualties. I loved it all, bro. it was a great time, bro. I needed that fix. Every time I would go hunting for someone, my heart started pounding. Honestly, I probably I probably will play again.
Maybe
I
you read the
honestly
script
probably-
for that, but okay.
I might stay evil, but I might be like less evil. I might also like feel. I guess I might watch over like, the event as like a player and just play the game, see how it goes. If I get bored, I won't like spend actual time on the game if it's not interesting. Because I don't know, my motive kind of can always change, like it did in event 2. So hopefully, if it's more interesting, I don't know if I want to be a leader. Being a leader is kind of stressful, but I like being in like those important meetings and decisions. I like being in a place of power. So I would probably try to be either a leader or like a co-leader. And if all that fails, I'm gonna start killing people again and go to plan B. And hopefully I end up in one of these guys' world and we start the terrorist group again. Now, Crazy, do you want me to explain our ending or?
Okay, you have 2 minutes to explain your ending before I stop the recording and leave this call.
Okay, so pretty much what had happened was, if you look at one of the pictures, here are the screenshots from our ending. We went to go take like this group screenshot, and as you see someone, I forgot who it was. I think it was like FKG. You see them in the little corner, the Steve skin. He was the dude that placed down this fucking end crystal and killed us all. Dude, this shit does so much fucking damage. He one-shotted. Look at the Steve in the corner. He was building it up. And he had 2 of them. And get this. Hazy had searched him and was like, hey, why do you have a bundle in a bundle? And it was like, oh, just cuz. And it was like, oh, I should start doing that then to hide. I was like, dude, Crazy Hazy was like, imagine if he has like a fucking like beacon in it, and he had a sack inside of a sack.
I swear, this guy. Okay, after because when I bombed everyone at the UN to get everyone together, I was like, oh, let's all take a screenshot on the table to like corral them. And then this guy's like, wouldn't it be so funny if we all took a screenshot at the table? And I was like, that's hilarious. Hopefully no one bombs us. Then I
fucking
check this
jinxed it.
guy. He's got a bundle in a bundle. I'm like, bro, what do you have in here? You're hiding something. And he's like, nah. And I'm like, okay, well, this
It was
guy's
just like
been
I had
working
extra
with
loot,
us for
so
like sessions, like 4 sessions now or something. Surely he's not going to betray. And then he blows us all up
yeah.
instantly with an end crystal,
So
bro.
there goes like our like marvelous ending of
After
our story.
this, we were still like controlling the world. Like we had spare gear because we killed everybody. We had diamond armor and
Yeah.
stuff. But this was our only real loss in the whole event. It was
Yeah,
pretty
I
iconic.
myself, I counted that as an end to an ever and decided to just end it there. I was like, you know,
I mean, I was gonna
after,
log off this session anyways, and that just gave me more of a reason to log
yeah,
off.
so like me and Silken had like our perfect ending. You know, it's a great way to our story. It was like, oh, the irony. We
Also-
we do a mass bombing, we get mass bombed, it's like our end, you know?
I had a recording of the fight between me and SKJ, or at the end of it, but because I don't know how to use replay mod, I deleted it on accident. I don't know how to get it back, and now it's gone forever.
Fucking, that's tough. SKG was like he was cool too, and he became like our op, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you'll notice I digged down because I knew he might be trying to blow us up, but he's so good that he hit me up to give me high ground and blew me up anyways, bro. Actually insane.
Alright.
I mean, if he was part of the civs a lot earlier, they would have worked. But anyways,
I will say that might be one of your more lasting legacies that go into other trials, is be whenever someone says, "Let's take a quick screenshot."
Honestly, that would be so fucking
Yeah,
cool.
no one's taking
ever again.
screenshots ever again, bro. Or if they are, I'm doing something about it. Like,
Like
Yeah, I'm
the
not gonna lie. That was a good idea.
church people were going to take a screenshot, and then someone was like, "Oh, what happened last time?" And when you took a screenshot of Halter, you also were like, "No one better blow us up." So like, there's
yeah.
now a danger.
It's actually the perfect excuse to get everyone together to like blow people up.
That too, dude. It was so fucking hilarious.
okay, well, yeah. Again, anyways, thank you guys all for coming. This was very interesting just to hear what everyone had to say. I'm glad I did.
Wait. I have a
interview.
question. What are your guys' thoughts? You guys like our interviews. Let's question you
Yeah,
guys.
good question. Good question.
What are your guys' thoughts on
Alex,
all this
sorry.
terrorism and all this terrorist and our thoughts on like the game itself? What are your thoughts?
Well, I was watching Sleepy for some of the event, and I will say I did, and therefore I was watching the rest of you. I will say I was a bit. I thought it was a bit weird that you wanted people to fight, maybe, but then you were destroying the source of the things to fight. You were like preventing people getting geared up to fight you. But
Yeah.
I know that was my I thought it was fun, but I thought maybe it kind of got a bit tiresome at the end.
I mean, hey, bro, I love the attention. Thanks for watching, man.
I mean, I'll say
It was random.
Oh, why'd you have to say that? Now this dude's ego has grown like 3 times.
I mean, I've been knew about him watching me, and he pieced it together, and I was like, oh, that's so cool.
I mean, I guess my last words. I think personally, I always thought it would. I like this as someone who makes videos and stuff like that, and like who used to make like story based videos and stuff. I always thought it'd be more interesting if you guys waited to like after the cool civs were built, because like raiding a civ full of like homeless people isn't entertaining at all. And like I want to see like personal, like I understand people are gonna raid no matter what happens, so like that's just part of the game. I can't really, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, it's just part of the game. But at the same time, I thought it'd be, what's more cool, raiding a bunch of homeless people or raiding like a big civ full of like people who want to attack you all.
No light, something else.
So like I feel like it's probably like it's better. It depends, because like I guess maybe the civs need to be more intertwined so they can combine all of their forces into attacking raiders. Maybe raiders are always going to be the most powerful force in the game. This is unavoidable, but like this should be maybe a middle ground where like it's interesting at least, because
Yeah, I
like
people.
I will say, just from like hearing everyone talk, civs had a lot of animosity towards raiders outside of the game too, which is like,
I feel like that was funny.
I think you're a psychopath personally, but
no, I mean, no, come on, bro. What's wrong with
I'll say one of the only civs that got spared was just because they were chill with the raiders. Like, well, we did kill them a little bit, but the church mostly, like, we let everyone live because they were just like,
we raided the church.
They just didn't. They weren't anti-raider because they were like purely neutral on everything. So like,
No,
You
they
sort of let
and
them
sometimes they
be.
would let us like stay there here and there. Like during my trial error, they let me like be there. Now, like if they did this for example and took Glow for example and try to like colonize the terror instead of hating. Like look at Glow and Sparks. Well, Sparks was always an op, but look at Glow. He literally went from like he went from like a beginner terrorist, then he like went to like being an actual citizen, and then he got bored and switched. And I feel like if like if other places had like done what Holters did, and instead of like castrating a terrorist and like try to colonize them, it would have been so much better. Because then you would also had someone who could be a spy on the terrorist or give insider information. People were just too full of themselves, honestly.
Wait, what do you mean? You mean like halter colonizing?
Yeah, remember how you said you literally said like an hour ago they like you were like a terrorist, but then you began to like love like the Holter people, and I was like,
Yeah,
if they did that more instead of like just fucking
Here, if
exiling
there
them,
was
like,
war, if Halter just went and attacked No Light, just conquer here, if we had like a Halter empire, we would have lived like that. I think that's the only solution. Get tons of guardsmen, keep them engaged, have like constant war. You can't just do nothing for 6 sessions.
I mean, we could
Yeah.
just get a shit ton of LARPers and like have a LARP war. Have like LARP raiders and LARP
oh my god, we
defenders.
reenact a war.
Here,
Anyways,
I like
yeah,
how-
that's it.
Here, I had here when
Okay.
when I was like still split between Halter and Sleepy, I got him to swear to me to like not attack Halter. And then bro goes out and makes Halter his like mortal enemy and only attacks them.
Because they fucking betrayed me, bro. They hired me and then
No.
I
Bro, Halter did not hire you. You talked to one guy who was like, "Sure, do it," and you're like, "Guys,
Well, 'cause
Halter
he was the
signed off
leader.
on the
Here,
raid."
I'll actually say what happened. I'll say what happened. I went up to the OG leader and looking back on it, he said like, yeah, but not now, like later on. He like really he was just trying to pacify us. He didn't actually want us, like if that makes sense.
I swear to God.
That's why No Light's better. We love the raid. Well,
Oh
a
my
lot of
god,
us
I wanted
love the
that.
raid.
Oh my god, I want that Power Ranger dude's head, bro. I want to fucking kill him.
What the fuck?
I thought you were gonna say you wanna fuck him. Oh my god.
I wanna fuck Power Ranger, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Anyways,
fucking-
with that,
I know
that is
Rangers.
the end
Thank
of
you
the
for having me,
podcast,
Crazy.
guys.
It's been
I
fun.
want that.
Yo, thank you, Crazy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having
It was
us,
very
bro. We're very
interesting.
happy to
Thank
be
you.
here, bro.
Yeah,
Thanks for having
Hold on, real
us.
quick. I'm gonna remove
For the
Fusel
other
from the group.
terrorists, please say hi.
Anyways,
Oh,
Finally, some quiet.
sorry, I had to do that. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. It was definitely very interesting, and we'll see what happens next
Yes,
event.
It was a nice short
yeah, man.
1 hour. 1 hour.
Yeah, I can't wait to
podcast.
edit
Like
this.
2 hours.
I really. This is the length of a full modcast, by the way. I want you guys to know that. This is like I was gonna make it like an hour long, and that was an hour 40 minutes. But you know what? It is what it is. That's what I like to say.
Thank you for having me. It was great.
Yeah.
Run it back next event.